Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on up in here. Come on up in here, y'all. I'm happy to see y'all after my Chicago Bears get that win, a ugly win in Las Vegas. Bear down. Bear down. That's what I'm talking about. The Bears. The Bears. Caleb Williams, man. We got to talk about the resiliency of the young man. For real. But I'm going to wait till y'all come on up in here. I'm going to let y'all run up in here, gallop up in here, skip up in here, whatever you want to do. But come on up in here. Let's talk some NFL football, specifically my Chicago Bears right now. Right now we 2-2, right? Got a much needed win while key members of our offensive line and of our secondary are out. And we got the win. He said, "Go Lions." F. Ben John. I forget. Yeah, I know we didn't get Ben from off y'all hands a little bit, man. This was an ugly win. Ugly. But if the Bears can win games like this, I'm good. I'm good. You missing key components. You missing key components of your defense. Key components, key members of your offensive line. You can't run the ball all day long. I think Caleb Williams might have led us in rushing, right? You getting penalties all over the place. Guys dropping passes. Offense just stagnant. DJ Moore not even involved offensively for real. And you still figure out a way to get the win. You know what I'm saying? You still figure out a way to get the win. That's the resiliency I'm talking about. That's what you need, man. That is what you need, man. As a team, this is good. This is great for team morale for the Chicago Bears. Seriously, we need that. We needed this. I promise y'all, I was hoping and praying they blocked the field. Either they blocked or he missed. For real. I was hoping or praying. He blocked the field goal or he missed. Seriously. Dre Coleman say, ugly wins still go in the win column. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. That's true. Ugly wins still go in the win column. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, no, that definitely was a nail biter. My bad. My homie called me. I called him before I got on live stream to talk about the game, but then he just called me back. Nail biter, but yes, I'm glad we pulled that off, man. That type of win is good for team morale and for Caleb Williams. For all the scrutiny he's been facing, for an ugly game like that to lead, he led a great drive right there. He led us downfield when it mattered most, and we scored. Now, we didn't convert on a 2-point conversion, but getting us into position for us to get a touchdown, to get into the end zone, that matters. You feel me? Like the second half, he gave us some nice little drives, and that last drive was big money. Big money for everybody trashing him, clowning him out, saying he garbage, he this and he that. Listen, we won the game. And again, he led a great drive for us to get in position to get in the end zone. For real. He getting abused. He is getting hunted all night. Getting hunted all night by Max Crosby. For real. They was trying to have Caleb Williams in a nightmare. But for him to stay poised, you feel me? And to still battle through all of that, like you said, Jabari, Bears couldn't stop the run all day. I'm like, damn, Ashton Jeanty finally getting off. Ashton Jeanty, he's showing he being all world against us. We can't stop the run. We can't run the ball. Like I mentioned before, I think Caleb led us in rushing tonight, right? Max Crosby is, he all on Caleb. He on Caleb Williams' head all day long. We getting penalties like crazy. Penalties all on the offensive line. Cole Kmet, bro, I promise y'all, I wanted to jump through the TV and choke Cole Kmet. I'm like, fam, if you get another penalty, he dropping passes, All of that, man, crazy. Dropping passes, all like I'm like, bro, come on, dog. Come on. And for real, like, no, Caleb stayed poised though. Some of the manicures of the midway. Lorraine, you ain't no woman. I don't care. There's somebody else on this platform. Some of the manicures of where you from, Lorraine? Who your team? Is it the Raiders? Because you know your boy Gino helped us out a lot tonight. That's your man. Gino out here, I promise you, I thought he was a Chicago Bears quarterback tonight. You hear me? Talking about the manicures of the midway got the win. Yeah, it sounds good. We got the win. We sure did. You feel me? We sure did. You know, and Gino helped us out too. So and so. Now you got to grow from that. Grow from that, man. I don't care. I liked the game that I liked what I saw from Caleb at the end of this game. I really did. Because again, like, boy, Crosby on his head all night. And still come in and make timely throws, you know, to lead us, to help lead us downfield. Him and DeAndre Swift both. It just shows a lot of poise and a lot of resiliency from him. For all the flack he get, for how much he's trash, all of that, the 49ers since the 80s, first franchise to win 5. Oh, man, yeah, y'all had an alum of my school. Y'all had an alum of Mississippi Valley State University on them 49ers teams. You know who I'm talking about. Y'all had a brother that came from the SWAC on that field and came from Mississippi Valley State University during that run. Probably the greatest football player to ever play, Jerry Rice. But anyway, give me Max Crosby over Montez Sweat. Yeah, like that's for real, dog. I'm with you too. Come on, Montez Sweat. Where is you at? Where is you at, man? For real, I'm like Cameron on You Gotta Love It. When he said, "Where's Sauce Money at? Where's Sweat at, man? What is going on?" And yeah, we can't stop the run and all like that. I promise you, I thought Ashton Genty was gonna get 200 yards on us. I said, damn, the brother might get a Adrian Peterson game out of us. Because we can't stop the run at all. How many rushing yards we had tonight? I promise you, I think Caleb led us in rushing. No, DeAndre brought it. Yeah. How many rushing yards we had tonight? Because it was ugly. Ugly all across the board. I'm like, bro, what is this? Yeah, Raiders had them at 300 rushing yards. Facts. Yeah, 69 rushing yards. Hey, come on, bro. What is that, man? I feel like Caleb had at least 30 rushing yards. Like, what is that, man? But look, I ain't tripping. We got the win, but we got to fix some stuff immediately. All of these penalties. And again, Cole Kmet, bro. Cole Kmet making me mad, too. That drop pass he had, we about to get in the end zone. We back down there close to the end zone, right? And Cole Kmet dropping passes like crazy, hitting them right in the hands. Then he racking up penalties, brother. Yeah, Genty has 64 yards on one play. Roseball said, we got to make a trade. Make a trade for what, Roseball? Yeah, what's going on, Juice? A lot of holes on this team. A lot. Like, it's a lot of things that you just see like, we got to fix some stuff ASAP. D lineman, 100%. Every time he wears purple pads. Hey, man, I don't care about what nail polish the boy wear. Dennis Rodman was out there with lipstick on, eyeliner, eyeshadow, with a wedding dress on. As long as the boy come to play and just as long as he play tough, hard-nosed football and make big plays when we need him to, As long as he makes big plays with his arm or with his legs whenever we need him to, I'm not tripping on the polish or none of that. You feel me? Because again, Dennis Rodman was out here on his Lil Uzi Vert before Lil Uzi Vert. And hey, long as he was getting the rebounds and defending well, we didn't give a damn. So the same thing applies to Caleb. I don't care what nail polish the boy got on. I don't care if he got on lipstick. I don't care if he got on eyeshadow. Who cares? As long as we getting them wins. Jabari Mitchell, even though he's a little older now, I wish Bears brought Khalil Mack back. Yeah, man. You know, at the time when Khalil left, I knew Khalil was finna get up out of here. Khalil looked like he didn't really want to be here no more. But yeah, you need you need somebody to D-line, man. Come on, man. We you need some D-linemen, you need some linebackers, yeah. Because this is just, y'all should have won that Minnesota game. Yeah, we definitely should have won that. Man. That's a lot of games the Bears we should have won and we don't win. And I'm just like, man, please. Because it was just too many field goals. Cairo Santos, man. Shout out to Cairo Santos. Because, man, we ain't had him. Boy. Yeah, Bears came back and won. Bears won the game. Blocked the field goal at the end to win the game. Juice say, bro, I was born in 88. Bears is the only team I haven't seen win a championship yet. I love the 85 Bears stories, but we need a new team to celebrate when it comes to our Bears. Facts, man. We need something. We need it. City needs something to shake regarding football. Like the major sports. No disrespect to hockey. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the hockey, none of that. No disrespect to the WNBA. But we need something in basketball, men's basketball, the NBA. We need something with the Bulls. We need something with the Bears. We need something with the Sox or something, the Cubs or something again, because this is crazy. What I'm about to say, Chris say also Mills, don't believe that Jackson Dart hype. He played okay, but a pass he threw got Malik Neighbors done for the year. Yeah, I didn't see the play, but I saw that Malik Neighbors' ACL injury potentially. You said it was because of a pass that Jackson Dart threw to him. Wow, I gotta look at that, Chris. And you know, I'm gonna make a video about Russell Wilson, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the Russell Wilson disrespect is getting out of hand. What I saw from Tony Gonzalez and Richard Sherman is just petty. It's personal. It's corny to me. And I'm gonna make a video about that because it's just like, all right, bro. All right, fam. Like, they're just getting way too out of pocket. Dre Coleman said that's it for Russell Wilson. Hold on. They say, yeah, that was whack. Yeah, it's just whack, bro. Like, come on, I don't like that. The Tony Gonzalez, too. Like, I'm gonna be real. Tony was one of my favorite players growing up. Russell Wilson didn't play more meaningful football than Tony Gonzalez. Postseason play, for real. Lorraine, you out of pocket. This ain't, again, this is not no woman talking. Your name is not Lorraine. This is David on here talking like that. You ain't no woman. That's disrespectful. Nah, like Tony a Hall of Famer 100%. But Tony Gonzalez is going to get on there talking about, I think Russell Wilson didn't play his way out of the Hall of Fame. How? Ain't nobody ever played their way out of the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you didn't have some bad years. But how can you neglect the first 10 years of this man's career? For damn near a decade. Russell was balling. Seriously. And so to act like we going to just cancel all of that out because he didn't have some rough years as of lately, that's trash to me. That's corny. It's a lot of players. Do we cancel out Richard Sherman for how he was looking at the end of his career? Because he was looking abysmal. He was looking abysmal in Tampa Bay. Let's be for real. Outside of that 2019 year in San Francisco, he was looking bad. Like, come on now. You say he's not a Hall of Fame, bro. Like cut it out. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Because Richard Sherman got up there talking about something. We got to look at Russell Wilson's career in 2 different times, right? Before the Legion of Boom, while he was with the Legion of Boom, and after the Legion of Boom. Let's be for real. Legion of Boom was damn near done in 2015. Russell Wilson numbers after the Legion of Boom was gone is way better than what it was when the Legion of Boom was there. His numbers better without the Legion of Boom. Seriously, Russell was winning double-digit games after the Legion of Boom was disintegrated. He was winning 11 games, 10 games, 12 games. What is we talking about? And he was doing that without a superstar receiver. Who was receivers? Was Doug Baldwin? Tyler Lockett? Come on, man. No disrespect, but let's be for real. And you want to talk about the tight end? What's my man? Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham's best years was in New Orleans. He had 1 year we had 900 yards receiving with Seattle, and after that it was 500 something yards, 500 something. Let's be for real. No. Look, Dre. Russell Wilson from 2016 to 2019, Russ was elite. Let's be for real. No. Russ was out there making it happen. Most of the time, Seattle's offense after Marshawn was gone, Russ, see what you can do. Let's make it happen. Russ get the scrambling and figure stuff out. Come on, man. We're not going to do that, Dre. And that's that shit, right? That's Richard Sherman. Because, again, Legion of Boom was done, Dre, by 2015. That was cooked. They was done. It was over with. It was over with. In Russ' best year, he had 2016. He come through 4,000 some yards. He come again, giving them double-digit wins. That's Russ. That wasn't that defense doing that no more. No, it wasn't. That's what I be talking about. Now, I didn't get off topic. I'm gonna get on the what you call it. But come on, bro. I ain't never seen, like, because the last few years, it just negate all the stuff he was doing before. Like, what? The man got nearly 50,000 passing yards, bro. Like, what? Nah, bro. Like, yeah. It for a span from 2016, 2019, Russ was elite. For real. He was holding it down in Seattle. Like, come on, bro. And for y'all to sit up here and act like that wasn't the case, that's corny to me. Just say you don't like dude. Just say you think he corny. Just say you upset about what happened. And if Richard Sherman want to talk about Russ throwing the pick, cool. But let's be for real. What was Legion of Boom at? Because they let Tom Brady walk them down. They was up 2 scores and let Tom Brady walk them down. So if we going to sit in here and talk about that, if you going to say Russ threw the pick, where the hell was LOB at when Brady they was down 2 scores and Brady coming and walking them down? So what, like, if we really finna do that, come on, bro. Like, nah, I don't like that. Richard Sherman out here crazy. That's crazy to me. Lorraine, Future can't fight. Let's be for real. He's too full of lean and too full of Percocets. Like, let's we not, no. Russell will beat the lean out of Future. Future, he not fight. I don't believe a lot of these rappers. He not finna fight. Lorraine, you might beat Future. You might beat up Future. Like, we not even finna do that. That's what I'm saying. Like Richard Sherman get out there saying that, like, yo, y'all was up 2 scores. And what was LOB at? What was Legion of Boom at then? What was Lee? He better pay somebody, because I don't believe Future beating up Nan person. Not Nan Nutter person. I don't believe that. Yeah, I just feel like that's corny. And Richard Sherman, maybe he don't like Russ for personal reasons. Maybe he don't like Russ because he threw the pick. But I'm like, come on, Sherman. Come on, Richard Sherman. Come on, Sherman. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't act like the boy was Trent Dilfer. Acting like he Trent Dilfer. Acting like he goddamn Brad Johnson. Yeah. No. We not gonna do that. We not finna do that, man. But anyway, back to what I was talking about before. Because y'all didn't get me amped up around it. Because I got to make that video about Russell Wilson because this is just ridiculous. But yeah, man, I'm just glad the Bears was able to pull off this win, to be real. The ugly wins count. And last year, we could not win any of the ugly games. Yeah, and Tony Gonzalez, Tony was one of my favorite players. One of my favorite players. Hall of Famer, like, one of the greatest tight ends we ever seen. But be for real, man, I just feel like him talking about he didn't play himself out of the Hall of Fame. What? I ain't never seen a player do that. Nobody, you can't discount what the man was doing the first 9 to 10 years of his career just because of what's been going on recently. But anyway, yeah, man. Last year, the Bears couldn't win these ugly games. So I'm happy for my Chicago Bears. We got to see what we can build off of going forth. You know what I'm saying? We got to see if we can make something shake going forth. But like I said, this win is good for Caleb Williams' morale. The Bears got them a head coach. Hold on. Oh, my God. Oh, he said the Bears got them a head coach. Yeah, man. I like Ben Johnson, man. We just got to have some more. We definitely need a consistent pass rush. Like, bro, we cannot stop the run at all. Yo, man, I was getting so frustrated. I'm like, these mother goddamn at 300 yards rushing on us. And I just knew, I said, Ashton Genty finna have. Remember that game Adrian Peterson had like 270 some yards on us? Something crazy. Y'all remember that, Bears fans? And I said, please don't let this man. He been struggling the whole time. Ashton Genty. I mean, it's only been 3 games, right? But he was struggling. He been averaging 48 rushing yards a game. Please do not let this man have a generational game against us. And now we, the team you play against, to just get all your running stats on. But I like Ashton Genty, though. I like him, though. But I was just like, not today on the Bears. I want you to play well against anybody else, but not us. Man. Oh. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking. I'm trying to see what they talking about. I'm trying to look at the Bears game, like with the highlights while I'm talking to y'all. Let's see. I see Big Daddy Kane was on Shannon Sharp joint. He said LL Cool J is the hip hop GOAT. That's real. Ralph Johnson. Go Bears. Hold on. Ralph, are you from Chicago? That name, no, never mind. I thought you was somebody else. I thought you was somebody I knew. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Big Daddy Kane spoke on that Madonna situation. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. I did see it. Bears born. What about them? Nah, Bears, I mean, it was an exciting end to the game, to be honest with you. I'm glad we got the win. It was just barn burner. Had me in there scared as hell. If Sean Payton got him up out of there, not a good sign. Now he got his job took by a rookie. I mean, it happens, bro. He older now. He's not the player he used to be. No, he's not the player he used to be. It happens. You know what I mean? Players get their job taken all the time. It just happens, but we're not going to discount what Russ was. It wasn't the Legion of Boom that was throwing for 4,000 yards, Dre. You got to stop that. The Legion of Boom was not throwing for 4,000. Russ throwing 3,800, 3,900, 4,000. 4,200 yards. That wasn't LOB doing that. He was doing that after they was gone. They was done. So what I'm saying is, we cannot discount the first 10 years of his career. We can't do that. We on a bye week now, super early bye week. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Okay, I'm glad you told me, Juice. Yeah, like exactly. So Kurt Warner got his job took by Eli. Like again, right? Like Drew Bledsoe got up out of there by Tom Brady. People get their job taken all the time. I feel like y'all don't like Russ for whatever reason. As one say, Russ is the best black QB ever. Nah, if you counting, I don't know. As one of you, are you counting Patrick Mahomes as just biracial? Because he ain't better than Pat now. Now statistically, as far as Super Bowl, now Lamar ain't won a Super Bowl yet. If you just saying that, but Lamar, yeah, he said no, Mahomes not black. He said he biracial, he ain't black. What about Lamar? You saying he ain't better than Lamar? Lamar ain't better than him yet because he ain't won no Super Bowl. Yeah, now Lamar, yeah. But other than that, yes. Outside of Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, I'm gonna count Patrick Mahomes. Warren Moon. What's Warren Moon's stats? I gotta know Warren Moon's stats, man. Now I know it was running again. It was more of a running league. It was more of a running league at that time when Warren Moon was playing. But yeah, like Russell Wilson better than Michael Vick. He better than Cam Newton. He better than Doug Williams. Who else? Because they Randall Cunningham, Dante Culpepper now. Yeah. All right, Lorraine, you sounding pretty anti-black up in here. You gotta watch you. You sounding pretty anti-black. Yeah, one more again now. I'm watching you. Hold on. They forced Moon to play in Canada. Yeah, Mike was definitely exciting. But statistically speaking, Russell Wilson is better. Russell Wilson got more passing yards than Mike. He was more accurate passer than Mike. He was more clutch than Mike, for sure. Said Russ ain't touching Warren Moon. You think Doug Williams better than Russell Wilson? It's a good win for y'all boys. Yeah, nah, for sure. I'm glad we got that win 100%. Glad we got that win 100%. Yeah, what I'm saying, like Charlie, that's what I'm saying. Russ had a bunch of fourth quarter comebacks in Seattle. Like they be acting like that's why I don't like that. And people be letting the fact that they don't like Russell Wilson. People let the fact that they let that interception and him and Sierra and future son, they let that jade their judgment. I can separate two different things. Yeah, he threw the interception in the Super Bowl, right? But for a while, Russ was elite for some years. He was elite. Jim, you always say with a sense of I know my sport. You from Brown? Are you from Brownsville? Shout out to Zab Judah and Mike Tyson. When he say Russell Wilson threw an interception at the goal line. Hey, it happened, bro. Yeah, but you can't act like he was garbage though. Y'all be on here trying to act like the man was Trent Dilfer. Y'all be trying to like, y'all be like, it was the defense. Now, Trent Dilfer, yes, it was the defense, but the Baltimore Ravens defense. Y'all be acting like he Brad Johnson with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, come on. Like, no. The interception will forever tower over everything he did. Man, listen. And it shouldn't, though. Russ was a great quarterback for years. For years. Now, and let me tell y'all this. It can be like Chris Webber, prime example. That timeout will always haunt Chris Webber. But it does not negate the fact that Chris Webber was a certified animal. As a player, he's a Hall of Fame player. He was a dog. Yeah, that people always think about that timeout at Michigan, but he was a certified dog. You know? So yeah, it was a bad play. It was a bad play from him. The bad decision, but he was a dog. You know? Yeah, and Chris Webber's still the greatest basketball player from Michigan, point blank period, despite him calling timeout when they didn't have any. And so that I don't like that y'all be trying to let one moment define a player. Russ, for years, Russ was all they had. The man was throwing to Doug Baldwin and Tyler Lockett. And a Jimmy Graham that was not prime Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham's best years was in New Orleans with the Saints. For real, like, come on, man. And Mo Cheeks, I'm with you. As many turnovers we got in the first half, that's what frustrated me. We couldn't capitalize. The Bears couldn't capitalize off of the turnovers. Like, bro, we keep on intercepting Geno. Geno acting like he played for the Chicago Bears. Where he throwing us the football. We steady going down there and getting field goals. We can't get into the end zone. Offense looking stagnant. Players dropping passes. We getting penalties all over the place. We can't run the ball. Like, when you can't establish the run, you just a one-dimensional team, and they like it's easy to beat a team. You're like, yo, they can't establish the run. You know? So yeah. Mo Cheek said, yeah, Chris Webber was a werewolf when he came into the league. They was calling him Baby Shaq. Yeah, and Chris Webber called timeout. And that's what I'm saying, Mo Cheek. So like, you can't let that one play define who he is as a player. Russell folded, bro. And a lot of players folded in big moments too. For real, man. Marlon. And what do they got to do? You think so? You saying because he took it, you saying Bo Nix better than him? So Russ took it because he knew they were going to use that as an excuse to get him up out of there. I think I forgot what was the intricacies of that, right? Like it was something that was going on. Like if Russ would have snapped back, they would have definitely used that as a way to. I'm trying to remember what was the intricacies of that. But just because Bo Nix yelled back at him, not Bo Nix better than him because he ain't yelled back. Hell no. Bo Nix been in college 20 years. He older than me, you, your mama, and your cousin too. Bo ain't better, but that shows Reg. Russ not soft. What he was doing on that field show he wasn't soft at all, Reg. Y'all want him to be rah-rah. I bet you Russ beating Future ass on my mama. And I put that on Chicago, Illinois. He ain't like for real. Y'all looking at he's soft. Playing, do you see what Russ? That was on Russell's head for years. He's scrambling in the backfield, scrambling under center. Russ was out there, the only thing making it shape for Seattle. And if you think otherwise, you're lying to yourself. Russ ain't never been soft on that field. He might not be a person that yells and holler at people, but he was one of the toughest quarterbacks playing in this era. He was far from soft. He may be like he played through again. Yeah, Charlie, let's talk about it. Russ played through injuries like a mug. Played through more injuries than a lot of your favorite dudes. Playing without a star receiver on his team, balling out. For real, he ain't had no, like, who, again, throwing the Doug Baldwin and Tyler Lockett now. And still going out there putting up 4,200 yards. For real, Russell was a gamer. And for at least 3 years, he was elite. So to say he's soft is crazy to me. Because you think he can't, because he ain't hollering back at the coach. Because he ain't yelling and screaming and cussing at the coach back. Yeah, that ain't his personality, but he not soft, bro. He not soft. You need a Russell LeBron fan. No, Dre. I be talking real talk. A lot of y'all let y'all hatred for certain players make y'all say certain stuff. Nobody in the NFL would call Russell Wilson soft as a football player. Only you, Dre, you, Marlon, and you, Jim. Only y'all three would say that. As a football player, not as no human being, as a football player, ain't nobody in the league calling him soft but y'all three up in here. That be for real. Like, y'all only say that because he don't respond in the way y'all want him to respond. Y'all want him to holler at everybody and cuss at it. That may not be his personality. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all done got me. See, this done turned into a Russell Wilson conversation. Yeah, Cole Kmet dropping too many damn passes, for real. Yeah. It's crazy to me. Yeah, again, they acting like Legion of Boom was out here putting up 4,000 rushing. Legion of Boom in 2016, they was not winning 11 games for them. They was gone when Russ won 12 games that season. 10 games. Like, come on, bro. Exactly. And that's a great, man, Charlie be on it. Yes, Russell Wilson is getting that Vince Carter treatment. When at the end of Vince's years in Toronto, he didn't play well, and now Vince was always soft. Vince was all Toronto had. Vince putting up big time numbers, and y'all was out here disrespecting for a while. Before T-Mac said that comment about Kobe Bryant, y'all was giving T-Mac more credibility, more respect than Vince Carter when Vince was getting out the first round consistently. You feel me? So I already know how this be going. But anyway, Calvin, from 2016 to 2019, what was Russell Wilson? If Russ wasn't elite, what was he? From 2016 to 2019, what was he? Because I made sure I got him on my fantasy team all the time. Because I know what the numbers the boy was putting up. You know? So, again, in Seattle, when the Legion of Boom was over with, yay, what was Russ from 2016 to 2019? He was more than good. Now, Russ was great. He was great during that time period. Y'all gotta stop, man. He was great. Seriously, from 2016 to 2019, you will be hard pressed to find a team that didn't want Russell Wilson. Oh no, he wasn't no Tony Romo in 20. No, hell no, no. And shout out to Tony Romo, but nah, bro. Russ was great. He wasn't middle of the road. Yeah, Russ was in MVP conversations for a couple of years. When 2019, what? Why y'all gotta stop, bro? Y'all have got to stop. Again, when he left Seattle, bro, he was in Seattle for 10 years. That's what I'm saying, bro. And 10 years, come on, he was balling in Seattle. These last few years, cool. But the man is a 10-time Pro Bowler, bro. Like, what? Like, Russell, that let Russ cook era was for real. Let Russ, again, when Legion of Boom was done, Russ, they went in 10 games, 12 games, 11 games. It wasn't because of Sherm in them. At that point, it wasn't. No. Earl Thomas, shout out Earl Thomas. It wasn't because of Earl and them at that point no more. And that's what I be with. Y'all got to stop disrespecting dude, man. Stop disrespecting dude. It is crazy. Y'all give Mike Vick more respect than Russ. And no disrespect to Mike Vick. I love Mike. Russ is a more accomplished quarterback than Mike. You know what I mean? So, and y'all give Mike more respect because Mike has certain, and it's really due to the fact that the swagger that Mike had. Mike was electrifying. He was fun to watch, etc. But Russ was fun to watch as well. You got to give him his respect. During them Seattle Seahawks years, you got to get a dude his respect, man. Give him his respect. That's all I'm saying. This video didn't turn from a Bears to Caleb Williams. I mean, from a Bears and Caleb Williams discussion to Russell Wilson. I'm gonna make my video about Russ too. But anyway, man, yeah. So Bears got a lot to work on. Got to get this running game going. We can't be having 50-some rushing yards, 60 rushing yards. We cannot do that. Penalties have got to cut out. Penalties have got to cut out. We got to be able to stop the run. And what else? It's a lot we got to do. Brothers got to catch the football. We got to get DJ more and more involved as well, man. Get DJ more and more involved. I know Caleb was out there fighting for his life because boy, Crosby was on his head. But we gotta get DJ more involved, man. Montez Sweat gotta do better 100%. Gotta do better 100% for real. So there's a lot of holes on this team. But again, I'm glad we got the win. What's the minimum win target for the Bears this season? Charlie, I wanted 9 wins out of this team, Charlie. I wanted 9 wins. I wanted 9. Well, we 2-2 right now. We got a tough schedule. Who we play after this bye week? Yeah. Hey, y'all real. Montez Sweat getting paid too much money to go missing an entire game. We cannot have that. We cannot. Y'all talking that real. Going missing an entire game like that, bro? What? They running all on us like all willy-nilly. It cannot be a thing. Yeah, I think it is Washington. Yes, Charlie. Yep. We play Washington, and we know what happened last year. We know what happened last year against Washington. I'm still mad about that game. I remember when that game happened, I went on YouTube and I posted like after the game how pissed I was. But yeah, we got to get DJ Moore got to get involved. Like, come on now. We can't be out here having him like he's just the third option, fourth option receiver on the team. Like, come on. He's talking about who's Bears quarterback. Samir King say, bro, if you happy, I'm happy. He said that's why Philly let him go. Yeah, man, look. I'm happy because we won an ugly game. And last year the Bears could never win them ugly games at all. So Jaden Daniels gonna be back, or will it be Mariota? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Are we playing in Washington? Is that game in Washington or Chicago? Man, but yeah, man, the game in Washington, okay. Figured. Yeah, and you know the Bears be having their little troubles on the road, but we gotta win. We gotta win these games, man. We gotta win these games. We gotta take advantage. We got key players on defense missing, secondary. We got offensive linemen missing. We gotta figure out how to win these games. So I'm about to try my first cut water meals. They didn't got me to try it. Man, they be talking about cut waters at work, man. Hey, hopefully it do the job for you, bro. Hopefully it do the job for you, Juice. But yeah, man. If Mariota playing and Scary Terry out, it's winnable for y'all. And see, Charlie, if that's the case, we gotta win that game. We gotta win that game if that's the case. If they out, like if Jay Daniels out and Terry out, come on. Said Miles Sauce overrated. Don't at me. Dre, we're gonna have to get you up out of here. We're gonna have to get you up out the chat for saying that. We're gonna have to get you up out of here. What Miles Sauce you had? If you was out in the suburbs of Chicago or downtown, it don't count at all. If you was in the suburbs or if you was downtown somewhere, it don't count. Man. Ah! What you think about Jackson Dart? I didn't even see Jackson Dart play for real today. I haven't even been watching the Giants for real. Chris told me that Jackson Dart threw a pass that got Malik Neighbors hurt. That's what Chris say. I don't know, but yeah, I haven't really been. Neighbors got that ACL most likely. Give him the Miles Sauce breakdown. Hey, listen, man. Oh, I'm saying, like, y'all come to Chicago and try some Miles Sauce. Let me direct y'all on where to go to. Don't be going out to Kankakee talking about you didn't have some Miles Sauce. Don't be out in Oswego talking about you got some Miles Sauce. Don't be out in Gurnee, Illinois by Six Flags talking about the Miles Sauce wasn't good. You're not in Chicago. I hope he is too, man. I like Malik Neighbors, man. I hope he's good too, man. I don't like to see these injuries. For real. Mumia Ali, please make a video. Make a video about what? Miles Sauce? You say please make a video. You talking about the Miles Sauce? Calvin said, I don't think it was a pass. He planted on turf. I gotta see. I didn't even see it, Calvin. So I gotta check out what happened. Kankakee. Kankakee, brother. Look. There you go. That's how you spell it, mug. You be like, what the heck? Kankakee? When I was little, I was like, what is that? Kankakee? What is that, man? Caleb has been put on injury reserve with a broken feet. Y'all be talking about that about Caleb. Caleb finished the game pretty well today. He had he showed mental toughness. He showed poise, he showed resiliency to finish that game. For all the fingernail jokes y'all talking about, he finished the game strong. And again, Dennis Rodman was out here with lipstick on and wedding dresses and all of that. And look, he played well, nobody cared. Again, I don't care if Caleb got on eyeshadow. I don't care. Long as he playing well, he making great plays for us to win games. I don't care. Jordan wasn't though. Yeah, I mean Michael Jordan wasn't, but people still love Dennis Rodman. And Rodman was out here with wedding dresses on and lipstick, eyeliner. The man had on eyeshadow. The man had every color you can think of in his hair. He was getting his Cisco on. I mean, the man had piercings all over his face and all over his body, all of that. nobody cared because he played excellent defense and he was a rebounding machine. And he was just he hustled all on the court. So if Caleb Williams is out here balling out for us, he leading game. If he leads game winning drives, if again he's scoring for us, he's putting us in great position to score. He's getting us in the end zone. He's moving the chains. I don't care. I don't care what the man got on. I don't care what the man got on. I don't care what Caleb got going on in his personal life. I just want to win games. Yeah, Dennis Rodman was smashing every white woman you can come across. Because white women look at men like Dennis Rodman like exotic pets. They look at black men that like Dennis Rodman as exotic pets. They just happy they got a brother and a big 6'7" brother that they can just talk about. They didn't care. Yeah, Prince was out here with the booty out of his pants and was getting girl. That's crazy. That's why when people be talking, that's why when people be talking about he was out here running around with Carmen Electra. Carmen Electra looked at Dennis Rodman like an exotic pet. Look at my tall Negro I have. Tall, plays basketball, he can run and jump. Athletic, tall, he can pick her up. Yeah, that was his that was her trophy, and she was his trophy too. Yeah, all her BBC fantasies was all up and through there. What do you say? Prince was why? Yeah, Prince was out here wild. That's why when older generations be talking about how the young boys dress, I'll be having to remind them what Prince was having on out here. Prince was out here wild. Prince was out here wilding. Carmen was missing. Was Carmen smashing Tupac? I know Madonna was for sure. Madonna was 100%. Then Pac had to write a letter to her while he was in jail and told her, we can't continue to see each other. I got a black fan base. I cannot be out here publicly dating a white woman and be really in a relationship with a white woman. It was fun while it lasted. Listen, I appreciate you. You know, we had a great time, but I cannot be with you publicly because I got a fan base for the black women and black folks need to see me with somebody black. That's what he said to Madonna in a letter he wrote her in jail. And said, look at this African American over here. Isn't he? Hey, Stevie Knight. So look, y'all. Yeah, he was dating Kidada Jones. Kidada Jones. And I think all right, it was almost like a rite of passage in the 80s and 90s for black men to get with Madonna. That was a fact. Prince was out here trying to look as pretty as a woman he was messing with. Yeah, he was on an androgynous movement. Then, you know, dressing like a woman in certain ways and all of that. And he was dating women, but that's why, again, older generation be talking about how we dressed and all of that. How not we, because I don't wear it, but you know how young dudes today dress. And I'll be looking like, man, what? Brothers had on all type of blouses and skirts and stuff in the 70s. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I gotta watch Stevie Knight and ABBA's debate. I kept trying to watch it, but I kept getting distracted. I'm seeing certain points, I'm hearing certain points that he was making about child hunger and like the way Stevie Knight was dismissive of children going hungry and being food insecure for the purpose of him making a point. And I'm like, how can you be so not oblivious? How can you be so dismissive of children being hungry and children not having consistent meals, but you riding out for Charlie Kirk and putting your cape on for him? Man, you putting your cape on for Charlie Kirk, loving on him, seeing all the empathy and all of that. This man had a family. And then you like, when it pertains to children not being able to eat meals consistently, you say, well, bad shit happens. Shit happens, man. Stuff happens. So they got to like basically putting the onus on the kids to figure out how they're going to get their meals. First, he said the government shouldn't be feeding kids. Then talked about food stamps. Like, that's not government. That's not like, that's not the government. You know, so like, I don't, yeah. He's not, from what I've, certain things that I've seen, Stevie Knight is not the best debater at all. He's just a person that caters and panders to MAGA crowds. And he says whatever he can say in order to be in their good graces, right? He's not a debater. Yeah. He says whatever he says whatever he has to say to make MAGA continue to like him. So he will keep kissing their ass for however long, no matter what. You say you could tell Stevie wanted to agree with ABBA, but he's too stuck on the nocturnal animal train. A fat, 100% fat. Jim Boski said he a whole hoe out here. For real, man. Like, man, bro. Shout out, Jim, man. I'm glad to see you back up in here, bro. Bro, you ever played the NFL Street game? Yeah, I remember playing it. I didn't play it a whole lot. I didn't have that game. I had NBA Streets, but I remember playing NFL Street with my boy Kiefer. Did you see the video of Wiz Khalifa saying it gets on his nerves when people say he's falling off? I haven't seen that, Kid Car. I have not at all. Juice say this cut water a 6 out of 10 meals is like 10% alcohol in one can. That's what get them messed up. Okay. See, I don't even know about the percentages of alcohol and how much is a lot and none of that, because y'all know I don't drink. Like 10%. How much is like a lot of alcohol? What percentage is a lot to get somebody messed up? And like, in you saying, I guess 10% in a can is a ton, right? So y'all gotta educate me, because y'all know I don't be drinking. But yeah, man, like Stevie Knight, he will say whatever he gotta say as long to make MAGA stay loving him and stay on their good side. 80 proof and above. I would say 8% and above is a lot. 8% to start. I'm assuming 8% in a small can, in a can like a pop can or a soda can. If you say soda, I say pop because I'm from Chicago, but I guess yeah, that would be a whole lot for sure. Hey y'all, man, I'm finna have a conversation about what is it, Gen X? What's the generation before millennials? Gen X? Is that Gen X? Yeah, that video of LeBron, when LeBron was definitely receding at that point. That's when LeBron headline started going, the corners was going back there. Yeah, that's when I saw that video of LeBron on 106 and Park. That's when he was definitely receding at that point. That was young LeBron. So Gen X, right? I'm gonna have a conversation about Gen X and the predatory behavior displayed within that generation. And we're gonna have a conversation. We'll have a conversation about, millennials get a lot of flack for a lot of stuff, and some of it rightfully so, as far as like drug usage, the drill movement, etc. But the predatory behavior exhibited within Gen X is crazy. I'm looking at Gloria Velez. Y'all know Gloria Velez, video vixen, model. Back in the day, Gloria Velez is on Vlad TV. And the stuff that Gloria is revealing about like the interactions she was having with men at 14 years old is crazy. Grown men who knew she was 14 years old. I knew you was going to the Gloria Velez. Bruh, Charlie, man. But no, Calvin, when she was 14, bro, she was a child. You don't have the like a child cannot confirm consent. You can't confirm consent at 14 years old. She was a child, right? She's describing what she's describing that was happening to her at 14. And these men knew she was 14 years old. Aaron Hall out of pocket. that interview with Aaron Hall, I always talk about it. He was so wild. I'm like, this can't be the dude that made I Miss You. This can't be the same dude at all. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Mass empathy started with millennials. People around my age, 32, 31, 30. We was the ones that was like, hey, this certain stuff is not okay. You know, it's ignorant. This is not okay. It's not acceptable. But Calvin, again, she was 14. That's a baby. A baby don't know, like a baby don't know when she getting grown, Calvin, at all. Now her parents know. Her parents would know. For her at 14, she's 14, bro. She can't consent to none of that. None of that at 14 years old. Right? I got a 14-year-old daughter, bro. Like, what the fuck? When she talk about grown men trying to force themselves on her, trying to put her in situations to where they could pay for sex from her, where they could try to set up, Reg, I'm going to call the police on you, Reg. How can a 14-year-old girl be a willing participant? I'm going to call the police on you. A 14-year-old child cannot consent. And I don't know, where do y'all get this thing that a 14-year-old girl can say it's okay? When you're 14, your brain is not cognitively developed enough to know when you're being groomed, when men are I'm gonna call the police on y'all. I'm calling people on y'all. You're not old enough to understand when men are taking advantage of you, to know, hey, this is not old. Like, you're a kid. The onus is on the adult. A 14-year-old cannot be a willing participant. Just like Aaliyah parents, they seeing Dre, I'm calling the police on you too. I'm calling the police on you too, Dre. Because no matter what her parents saw as a grown man, for you to be lusting after a 14-year-old girl, you're out of your fucking mind. And you need to be under the jail. Because guess what, y'all? Somebody can bring a 14-year-old daughter to my doorstep right now and she won't get violated. You know why? Because I don't lust after babies. I don't lust after little girls. I don't. 14 years old, you're either in the 8th grade or a freshman in high school. Either way is disgusting. Gloria talked about posing topless for a picture at 14. She talked about a famous football player knowing she's 14 years old and trying to grape her, trying to assault her. Marlon, yes, the parents are accountable too. But Marlon, are we not going to hold these men accountable, Marlon? Marlon, I'm watching y'all. See, I got a daughter. I get on y'all ass out this motherfucker. You feel me? Because are you trying to absolve the men? Because why do they know this girl is 14 and they trying to go after her, Marlon? You hear me? Why do they know? So Marlon, if a 14-year-old girl come to your door, you gonna violate her because she look good, Marlon? Are you? Are you? Are you? I get on y'all ass in this bitch. I got a 14-year-old daughter. You hear me? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all got that. This is predatory behavior. Anyway, anytime they expose a case where they exposing themselves in the chat hard, y'all going to jail. And I promise y'all, boy, y'all will be a little man. A 14-year-old girl ain't nothing happening to her around me. Nothing. I don't care how good she looks. I'm not lusting after a baby. I'm not lusting after a baby. Oh, yeah, all these, yeah, they definitely coming out in the woodworks in here. And we gonna talk about it in the video. For real. Because yes, yeah, her parents, she had parents who were extremely negligent, right? Her father was a drug using person who died of HIV, right? Her mother Was a person who was negligent, letting her run the streets, telling her we got to get some money, all of that? Yes. But again, are you trying to absolve the men who knew she was 14 years old and was still trying to have sex with her? That's not okay at all. That's sick. That's disgusting. She describes a football player. I'm gonna make a whole video about it. She describes again, a 18, 20, a 21-year-old talking to me is weird. I don't have nothing in common with a 21-year-old. I can't. It's no conversation. I can't even have a conversation. I like intellectual conversation. There's nothing we can even talk about because you a little kid. But again, Gloria describes a football player. And knowing she's 14, they said he trying to talk to her. She's in a club in a grown setting, a setting she's not supposed to be in at all. But nonetheless, she's in the environment, right? Dre, you going to jail. You going to jail, Dre. You going to jail. I'm just letting you know. When you say a 14-year-old ain't no saint, you going to jail. Now, when she older, okay, cool, whatever. When she's 14, she's a kid. She don't know no better. Adult men are supposed to know better. 100%. So she at a club. She ain't supposed to be in there, but she in there. The men around her telling this football player she's 14, brother. She's 14. Leave her alone. She's 14. He's steady trying to get at her. He tells her, hey, can we go upstairs? I just want to have a conversation really quick. She says, I'm afraid to tell this man no, because I think if I don't go talk to him, he's going to be aggressive with me. He's going to be aggressive with me. He's going to hurt me or something. So I just say, okay, let me just have a conversation. She said, I try to have a conversation with him. He tries to assault me. I start screaming. I start screaming. The men that was around, they bust into the room, right? He start, they like, it's a football player, professional football player that just got drafted. They try to keep it on. They kept it under rugs. They tried to offer her money so she would be quiet. She didn't take the money. She said, I didn't even take the money. I didn't take the money at all. But they tried to offer me money so I could be quiet about the situation, about him trying to attack me. This is with him knowing she's 14. So it was a lot of that going on in that generation. And again, our generation, the millennials for real, a lot of the younger millennials like, yo, that was the ones that say, hey, yo. A lot of this is wrong. I remember, bro, coming out the crib. I'm going to talk about this. I was 11 years old. I'm coming out the crib, like the OG said, these girls, hey, no. Hey, yo, a little girl can't be fast, brother. A grown man can be sick, though. When you know a child is 14 years old, ain't no such thing as these girls fast. You just a PDF at that point. You just a PDF file. If you know a girl is 14, if you know, that's the real talk, Marcus. The black men in this chat represent a microcosm of the black community, and this is why the community is in turmoil. Weird black men are a problem. Yes, facts. And I'm exposing y'all weirdos tonight. It's going down for real, because look at what y'all saying in this chat. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Again, a little girl cannot be fast. Bro, I got a 14-year-old daughter. So y'all out here telling me if my daughter wasn't under my guidance and she looked good enough, y'all would violate her? Hey, yo, a 14-year-old talking about they know what's going on. You know how easy it is to groom a kid, bro? Bro, you sound crazy, brother. They don't know. They know what's going on, but it's easy to groom a kid, fam. Their brain is not cognitively developed. When I see dudes like this in here, that's why I got that. That's why, you hear me? You telling me, again, yeah, I got a daughter. So some of y'all in here telling me If my daughter wasn't under my parental guidance and she looked good enough, you gonna violate her? That's exactly what they saying. So I got something hot for y'all though. So that's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? You feel me? But this is, yeah, it's a lot of y'all in the chat predators. And I can see the predator on y'all. So I'm gonna get on y'all ass though. Y'all gonna hate me for this video I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna talk about all of y'all up in here. For real. I'm gonna talk about y'all. Cause what? How can a little 14-year-old girl don't know what that's like saying a 14-year-old boy? Like, no, that's the what? Notice they take up child molestation because they mess with bro Max. So how is she processing the fast in a dangerous situation? I don't play with guns, Kid Car. I don't play with guns. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Bro, talking about how she processing, brother. These are true. Do you know? See, a lot of y'all are crazy. Y'all are ignorant. I don't know who closed and said, bro. I'm just no, brother. I'm telling you right now, a kid does not understand when they're being groomed. They don't know what's going on with them. They don't know. Some of them only know, oh, older guy is interested in me. And to them, it's just, oh, it's an older guy. They don't know this man is really a predator. And he's grooming me to be a sexual toy for him. You get what I'm saying? A child cannot give consent to anything. They cannot give the okay for you to do anything to them. They are children. That's why you go to jail when you mess with underage girls. Even if they say yes, you still go to jail for statutory rape. Because a child does not understand, a child cannot give consent on anything, right? So when Gloria say she got a grown man that knows she's 14 trying to get on her, that's trying to assault her. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? And this is what I'm talking about in Chicago, Illinois. I remember this vividly, y'all. I remember leaving the house. My mama send me and my sister to the corner store, go get something to eat. Go get something from the corner store. Me and my sister go to the corner store. I'm 11, my sister 13 years old. We walking together. It will be grown men in cars honking at my sister at 13 years old. Looking at her, I would be mad as fuck. And I'll be scowling at these men. Because I know these are grown, sick men looking at my 13-year-old sister like she's a piece of meat. And that's all within that generation X. That within that generation, it's a lot of men that do that act like that was doing that type, that was exhibiting that type of behavior with underage girls, 13, 14, 15. You know? I remember this. I can have my sister on here and tell my sister name 13, 14 grown men. Yeah, and again, yes, that happened, Lorraine. Yes, our granddaddies was doing that, and it wasn't okay then. That sick stuff started in that older generation, transferred from the baby boomers, and went right to Gen X. And it took for a lot of the millennials to sit and say, "Hold on, this is not okay." Do you know how many people? Like, just think about it. When R. Kelly was on tape with that 15-year-old girl, do you know how many people talked about watching that as if it was okay? Do you know how many people laughed at it? Like that was okay. Now, this is what I'm talking about, right? That mass empathy stuff really started. It really started with the millennials started saying, "Hey, yo, this is not okay. This is not cool. This is not cool." So we gonna make a video. We're gonna address it, y'all. We're gonna address it. You know, I'm not laughing because it's funny at all, but it's just the mindset of people in this chat is ridiculous. Some of the stuff y'all saying, y'all gonna go to jail for real. I can see the way y'all moving and talking. Y'all going to jail. So think like that if you want to. Think like that if you want to. You're going to jail, and they throwing away the key. It's a real issue. Cause you saying Gloria knew she 14, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even Aaron Hall, ignorant as, he say he didn't know that Gloria was hold on, y'all, hold on. He say he didn't know that Gloria was only 16 at the time when he met her and took her upstairs and had relations with her. He said he didn't know. But the fact that he knows now as an adult, he knows how old she was, and he still brags about having sex with her when he met her, like after meeting her and all of that, and having a baby with her later on and all of that. He brags about the fact that he still sit and brag about the fact that I macked a 16-year-old. That's crazy to me. He said he didn't know how old she was at the time because she was around some older people. But the fact that he know how old she is now, and in his adult years, he know how old she is. He know how old she was. And he still brags about that encounter with her when he first met her and pulling up on her and taking her upstairs and all of that. Like, it's crazy. Marcus say, I'm Generation X, and I definitely remember older guys being in my high school picking up young girls. I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, Inglewood. Great commentary, Mills. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you, Marcus. Marcus knows exactly what I'm talking about. Because Generation X will tell you R. Kelly was at the high schools in Chicago and pulling up on young girls on a regular basis. And Mo Cheek say this is why a lot of women have mental issues because they always get preyed on by older men from a young age. Yeah, that's exactly why. From the moment they stepped out their door, it was grown men looking at them, salivating at the mouth, like you really, really, what's the word I'm looking for? Fawning over them, like, you know, you were really salivating at the mouth at little babies, drooling, looking at little girls. It was men out here like this. And people actually thought the video with Aaron Hall was funny. It wasn't funny at all. He admitted. Like, you bragging. He say, I didn't know she was a little puppy. But you know now in your adult years, and you're still bragging on the fact that you took a young 16-year-old girl upstairs and freaked on her. Are you crazy? Juice say, yeah, I remember that happening in my high school out west. Western House, Career County. Shout out to Western House. Chicks hopping in cars were grown. Yeah, man. That was a thing. And you know, it took people like close in my age range, 32, 31, 30, be like the 30 to say, hey, yo, this is not okay. Why are y'all looking at young little girls? You know what I mean? To say, yo, what is going on? Why are y'all out here lusting for little babies? Yeah, I remember my senior year of high school. I'll never forget this. My senior year of high school, I was like a senior mentor for the kids in the school. They would have me go around to the kid classes, talk to the kids and all of that, right? And there was a young 14-year-old girl, freshman. She would always try to flirt with me and stuff. And I would just shoot her. I say, man, you're a little girl. Don't do that. Do your homework. I am way too old for you. I'm 18. She 14. I am way too old for you. You a young girl. You remind me of my little sister. Do your homework. I'm not messing with her. Some would say, are we all in high school? So what? Hell no. Not messing with this little baby. I'm 18, 17 going on 18. Why would I be messing with this little baby? Why? I'm not doing that. She 14. Yeah, I'm like, at the time I'm 17, probably going on 18, 17. I still didn't want to do that. I still didn't want to mess with no little 14-year-old girl. Like, no, but what? No. She 14, she fresh, fresh out of, probably just turned 14, maybe. Fresh out of elementary school. I still thought that was way too young. Like, no. Say at least a junior or a sophomore. Yeah, like a little freshman though. And I'm 17, 18, about to be 18. A little freshman, no. And the little girl kept trying to flirt with me. No. Mm-mm. No. You know? So yeah, I'm talking about these dudes knew Gloria. Gloria wasn't 18 at the time she was messing with these dudes. She was not 18 years old. She was not 18. These dudes was trying to talk to her. She was 14 years old. Yeah, me say, Juice say Mills, there's federal agents out here now. Yeah, I definitely be seeing them, bro. I definitely be seeing them downtown. 100%, bro. Yup. But yeah, man, y'all look, I appreciate y'all rocking with me on this live stream. Mean a lot to me, y'all coming on here. We're gonna make some, we're gonna have a lot more content coming this week, man. I kind of had a lot of stuff going on last week. She was tired from work, had stuff going on with the kids, had to get some stuff done around the crib and all of that. So yeah, but I'm definitely going live tomorrow. We're gonna have some more conversations. We're gonna have a lot of live streams this week. I'm gonna try to go live every day this week, if not every day, at least every other day. And we're gonna have a lot more videos too, man. So I appreciate y'all popping on here with me. Machiavelli Mills TV. Glad to see y'all back. I'm gone. Peace.